Yo. Yeah, we'll play some other stuff. I just gotta. This is what I was doing before stream, and I can't save until after this fight. Muted sounds. Let me know, does the game and me sound good?
I've almost analyzed the enemy's hacking pattern. I'm going to try to hack it back. Keep it busy.
What up?
You got it.
Let me know how everything sounds. I think everything should be good though. Hold on now. Hold on. What up? What up, fam? I keep dying in this fight, so. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Hey, I got some surprises here in a little bit. I can't talk about it yet. I got a lot
Attack triggered by enemy consciousness data. Failure to destroy it quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, I'll re-chat in 1 second. I gotta back up this thing. If this thing gets me, it's one-shot kill. Oh! Hold on, chat. I can't remember how it killed me a minute ago. I know I got too close and like ate me or something. But I still want to fuck it up. That's the problem. Maybe it's right here. Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I can't even see it. This game is so hectic. So much shit is happening at one time. Gotta skedaddle. Oh! Oh! Hold on, chat. I promise I'll read the chat 1 second. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck. It's that thing on the bottom that can eat you. If that thing eats you, it's one-shot kill. Oh! A serious android saw a carrying machine and collapsed building. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? What am I doing?
Pod!
Affirmative.
You could move the mic a bit. Bet. There we go. That should fix it. Alright. Thank you. What is going on, guys? You got from a food truck?
Oh, you mean the hacking?
Oh, I thought you had like food poisoning.
Scanners are pretty good at that kind. I've got
Everything should sound good now. Let me know now. Sorry, I was too locked in. What is this?
We have to save those androids.
How the fuck did I get that?
I'm sorry. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
Dude. Hold on, I'll play some other stuff that I have lined up. I just need to save. This game is weird. You can only save in certain spots. This way? No. Bro, this is, in my opinion, it's a feeling of, I feel like I know what it is.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh?
Egg
It's
rolls.
almost like it
Ooh.
had actual emotion.
Sounds smacking.
Machines don't have feelings.
But
You
in
said
my
it yourself.
opinion,
Yeah,
this,
I guess.
I think it's the best Switch port, man. Not Switch Sports, but Switch port. It is so good. You know what's so funny is I beat this game, and
Hostiles.
I don't even know if Devil May Cry 4 is on the Switch.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine. It could be a trap. Still, wish.
But yeah, I beat this game like the first. This is Nier Automata. This game right here. Nier Automata or Nier Automata. But I beat the game, and then I thought I beat the game, which is like, yeah, no shit. Of course, if you beat the game, you beat the game. But that's not how it is. Can I save yet? Okay, I can save now. But you have to play the game like 10 times or something. So I beat the game, but didn't even really beat the game. And then, what am I supposed to be doing right now? But I didn't beat the game. That's the point I'm trying to say. I thought I beat the game, didn't beat the game. DB, what is going on, guys? Oh, CB, I started... I started Mass Effect Trilogy on my PS5. I gotta say this. The game and the vibes... What's going on, Willie? The game and the vibes... I feel like I'm going the wrong way, bro. This is something I'm gonna have to play later. Because I'm so lost right now. I know the map is saying to go somewhere over here, maybe. Oh, I'm supposed to follow this robot. But... Let me save again. I started Mass Effect. Right? Oh, yeah. Here's my Switch code, by the way. If you guys want it. People were asking me the other day. But I started Mass Effect 3 Trilogy. I feel like it's something I'm going to love, right? It's one of those things where you're like, yeah, you're probably going to enjoy this. So then I bought the trilogy. It's like $6 on the PlayStation 5, which is an insane deal. 3 games, trilogy remastered, $5, $6, whatever. It's a no-brainer. So I'm thinking, this is going to be something I'm going to fall in love with. I've heard Replicant is good, but like good story, good music, horrible gameplay. Nier Automata is the best. The best. Just everything. Gameplay, story, music, settings, overall tones, just everything. Characters. I don't want to jump around in like what I'm trying to say because I got to stay focused. But I'm going to play some Mario Kart World. If you guys want to play with me, you can. Because I think here in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm going to hold a Mario Kart World tournament live on stream for everybody to join in with prizes. But yeah, I bought Mass Effect Trilogy. And, how do I step real quick? I bought Mass Effect Trilogy and I thought, yeah, of course I'm gonna love this. Like, how can I not, right? And I like the game so far. The story's good, I guess. Oh shit, that's pretty fire. But the controls are a little primitive, but it's okay because it's like I heard the second game is better than the first, and third is even better than that. Whatever. The controls, not a big deal. Not great, but not a big deal. The problem is I don't know what the hell is going on. They'll be like, and I'm very early on the game. I'm talking about like 2 hours in or something. They're like, go visit this guy at this place. And then I'm like, where the hell is that place? Like, what are you talking about? Like, they don't even tell you. And then even on the map, it doesn't show you where you're supposed to go. So I'm pretty lost in Mass Effect. Hello from the UK. Oh yeah, how do I do the thing to where I can join a room? Right here? Oh, right here. Okay. Create a room. Here we go. So I think it's a game I'm just going to have to let breathe and give me some time. Where's my room? Here's the room info. I'll leave this up for like 5 minutes, right? It's good though. I feel like I don't know when the game originally came out, 2012, 15, something like that. I don't know. I'm sure if you played it day one, I'm sure it was mind-blowing. And I can't say that I'm like not gonna love it and it might become one of my favorite games of all time. I'm just so lost. And I think it's a game that you really have to give some time to let it breathe, right? Yeah, I'm going to. The problem is my PlayStation 5 is in the front room. And, excuse me. My PS5 is in the front room. And since the PlayStation 5 has like rest mode or whatever the hell it's called, I normally like play games on my PS5 that are games that you play for 10 minutes, 15 minutes at a time, like a skateboarding game or one round of Madden or something. And Mass Effect is a game we need to give so much time to. And normally any game that I'm spending, I think there's like a cutoff. Like anything that's over 10, 15 hours, I just want to play it on the Switch 2, right? My Switch 2 is the console that I'm playing games that are 100 plus hours on. But I'm sure it's going to be fun. So I just need to put the PS5 in the bedroom and play it at night. So, you know, it is what it is. How's everybody doing, though? No. The thing is, bro, I think it's going to be for me. That's the thing. That's the thing. I think I like everything about the game. I'm just lost. That's the point I'm trying to get across. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But I think I'm going to like the game. But I will say this about The Witcher 3. I tried to play The Witcher 3 on... I'll put this up again if anybody wants to play real quick. I tried The Witcher 3 on the Switch. Played 30 minutes and thought, okay, can't get into it. It is what it is. Then I tried The Witcher 3 on Game Pass, right? Tried The Witcher 3 on Game Pass. I was like, you know what? The Switch was... it's there, but it's not the right way to play it. Tried it on Game Pass. It's like better console, Xbox Series S or whatever. I think I might have got like an hour or two into it. Still couldn't get into it like that. Then, this is so funny. I just bought The Witcher 3 Complete Edition with all the DLC again on like an eShop sale like 2 months ago. And I didn't even like the game. But I have a strange feeling if they do a Switch 2 edition, I'm going to like the game. Like, I just feel like this is the time it's going to click. And it's had to happen multiple times for me. Persona 5 was the same reason. Like, the same thing. I tried to get into it. It didn't click. And, yeah, it just didn't click. Persona 5 didn't click. Got it for Christmas one year. Whatever. Tried it. Didn't click. Sold it. A year later, I was like, I don't know, man. I like JRPGs. I love anime. I should like... DB, thank you so much, brother. Truly. Thank you so much for the 5. That means the world. Thank you, man. Just thank you so much. But I thought about Persona in the back of my mind. And then, I don't know why I'm holding this, like, little adapter for the computer. Thought about it in the back of my mind. Went and bought the game again after not liking it. Became one of my favorite games of all time. So I think I'm going to have that... I think I'm going to have that same experience with The Witcher 3. And I can't give you guys a real reason why. Here, we'll just start a race. And then as more people come in, we'll go back. But yeah, 2 weeks. What I need to do is find somebody to make me some art because, you know, I think I'm decent at making YouTube videos. I think the thing I'm least good at is making thumbnails. So that's something I would love to improve on YouTube. I feel like if I had better thumbnails, I would get more views. So that's something I really want to improve on this year. Yo, do you have Mortal Kombat and or Switch One Switch? I don't have Mortal Kombat. I have quite a bit of Switch games though. But yeah, I need to really improve my thumbnails. I mean, it's like working, but it could be better. So I need to find somebody to make me a graphic, and I want to make like an official, like art, and I want to have a real Mario Kart World Tournament. So, and I never play it, so that's why I'm playing it right now, so I can try to get reacquainted at it. Turn this up. Oh no, I'm about to crash. Yeah, give me a second, or you can just rewind the stream. I just put it up. Let me try to lock in real quick. Ow, shit. Alright, I gotta lock in. Yeah, but we're gonna have a Mario Kart World Tournament. So, probably in 2 weeks, I just need to make the graphic first and set a real date. That way we can have enough time to like promote it. And we'll do some really good prizes and giveaways. And, side note, in a video I made called upcoming games for May or something, I talked about a game in that video. Didn't think much about it. I don't even think a single person cared about the game that I talked about. Maybe they did, but it just, you know, it's not a game for everybody. It was called like Sectori or something. The developer of that game just messaged me today, gave me a game code, and gave me 3 extra codes to give away for that game for the Switch 2. So we'll give those away sometime during stream today. So yeah, dude, pretty cool stuff. That just happened like right before stream too. And that's what's cool. I don't know if it's because he's seen me shout out his game in that video, because I didn't see a single other person talk about the game. I just thought it looked interesting. So that's what's cool about talking about like niche games sometimes. Anna Perna hit me up. I don't know, they'd like to review some of their games, and then I don't know if they said mixtape as well, but they hit me up like right when the game was coming out, so you know, I didn't get time to check that one out. Although I don't know, people seem pretty divided on it. Hold on now, how am I in first place? If you guys know me in Mario Kart World, I do not get close to first. Recently got the Switch. You already have Mario Kart World. Does anybody Rex? What? Tell me your 5 most played or 5 favorite games on the Switch, and I'll give you some recommendations. I feel like I'm good at giving recommendations. Come on, bro. And that's good you got a Switch too, man. That price hike is no joke. It just makes me, you know, like, not only sad, but really angry. Especially if you've been gaming for as long as we have. It's like 5 years into a console's life, the consoles get cheaper. You know what I mean? You used to be able to get like a bundle, like 200 bucks. 5 years after a console would launch, it was $200 for the console, and then you get a free game or something. Oh, try to do the rewind. And I know the Switch 2 just came out, so it doesn't fit that criteria, but just the fact that everything's getting more expensive, bro. And the fact, you know, things get expensive. That's life. This shit happens. But the fact that it didn't have to happen, but because people want to make AI pictures and videos, it's like everybody else has to suffer. I seen a story the other day. That, you know, AI data centers are taking so much electricity and water that there's like a town in Tahoe, I believe, where the entire town has less than 1 year to find a new power supply, because that power company is only going to start selling their electricity to an AI data company. That's fucking crazy. Like, what kind of times are we living in? Hey, how are you doing, guys? Hello. Thank you for loving my content. But yeah, let me know what kind of games you like, and I'll give you some recommendations. I know some hidden gems on the Switch too. Oh yeah, let me try to accept you real quick. Oh, I guess I accepted everybody? Alright. And thank you, Mustafa. Mustafa, where are you from? Lego Batman would be sick. I would say the best Mario game to get is it's not a popular opinion, but Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. You're getting two Mario games. You're getting two Mario games, right? And they both have free Switch 2 upgrades. And you can find a copy for like 40 bucks. Obviously, there's some really good God damn it, what was I gonna say? Some good hidden gems, maybe? Yeah, AI data centers, it's just crazy. And then there's like politicians saying like, oh no, we really need to focus on AI. It's good for humanity or something. It's like, what are you talking about? People are starving outside. Like, I can't fucking make a picture of food and then eat the food. You know what I mean? Like, you can make a video of a cat dancing. Yes, that is funny and entertaining. Cool. I don't want my whole life to become more expensive because of that video. It's so stupid. And I seen like a I don't even know what it was, like a I don't want to say the wrong company, but then at the same time I don't care because fuck all the AI companies, but maybe Sora or something had like a multi-billion-dollar evaluation, and it was like worth so much money, and even Disney was doing something with them, and everybody was making those dumbass Sora videos. And then I think the company's already going under or something, or like going bankrupt or something crazy like that. It's like, what was the point of wasting all this money and resources and time and for a company that's not even going to stay around? Like, what does it benefit humanity? That's the thing. AI is a tool. While I'm like not the biggest fan of it, it's like, sure, data stuff and putting notes together and basically being a better search engine than Google. Yeah, sure, whatever. But like making the pictures and videos, it does not benefit anything. There's no like positive. There's nothing. It's like, oh well, anybody can make pictures and videos now. It's like, well, if you couldn't do that, then you probably weren't creative to begin with. The funniest thing I think I've ever seen with AI was one time I was on Twitter and then there was all these AI dumbasses arguing with each other because somebody was like, you stole my prompt. That's my picture. Somebody's like, no, I made it using this prompt. And it's like, you both didn't make anything. You just typed some stuff into a search bar. So that was pretty funny, but I don't know. That's why I like focus so much on like what's in front of me. On YouTube, I specifically just talk about like what's going on and make stuff that I want to hear about or would want to watch. And that's literally my success story to YouTube. Dude, some people message me like, "What? How did you figure this out?" It's like, I just made shit that I would want to watch, right? I don't think that's any crazy thing to say, but outside of YouTube, like on streams and in real life, bro, I'm always crashing out about stupid ass shit. Streams like these will get demonetized right away because I might play copyright music or we're wilding out in here, so I don't give a shit. And I purposely put on low ads. I don't want you guys to have to watch ads if I'm streaming, so I put on low ads. If I could put no ads, I would, I promise. But I put low ads because I just don't give a shit. We get donations, we get channel members. That's all I care about. Like, I'm not gonna get donations and channel memberships and make you watch ads, bro. I'm not doing it. Bro, I will say this. For the first time since like 2018, I think I have to double check. I don't want to lie to you guys. Yeah. For the first time since 2018, I deleted Fortnite, bro. That's crazy. It's probably still downloaded on my PS5. But that's like crazy to me. Times are a-changing. And not because I think the game is bad or like I'm too cool for it now. It was a game that I would jump in periodically. I missed the entire season where they had like The Simpsons. Played a little bit after that season and thought it was fun. I was like, damn, this is pretty good. It's just, I don't know. Fortnite was like such a game to play when like the world was still fun type shit. But yeah, this is how I got on this whole rant. If anybody in chat knows how to make good Photoshop skills, no AI, please. If you can make cool art, or if it's a hobby of yours, I need to make a banner or a poster for a Mario Kart World Tournament. So message me on social media and we'll get that together. Type shit, right? Yeah, it's not, and it's not that I'm like talking bad about the game or I'm like, I don't play fucking Fortnite. What are you talking about? It's like, no, I used to play the shit out of it. It's just something I noticed the other night. I was like, is it time to delete Fortnite finally? Because it takes up a bunch of memory on the Switch too. And it was time to delete it. But yeah, Mario Kart World Tournament sounds so fun. Because if you have a Switch 2, there's a good chance you have Mario Kart World. It's not going to cost anything to enter the tournament. Free prizes for, I don't know, how many people can be in it? 24 people, right? We'll do prizes for like the top 5. And then if I get like top 5, then we'll do prizes for the top 6. Hey, what's going on? Guys, thanks for hanging out too. I'm trying to get more comfortable streaming. So we'll do some Q&A stuff too. Yeah, the tournament would be fun, man. I think it would just be, this is one thing I you know, I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm trying to say something without saying it. It's like, one thing I think other YouTubers could do, let me put it that way. I think we could, they could make it feel more of a community, right? And that's one reason I've always wanted, or like one thing I've always wanted my channel to feel like, even when I had like 1,000 subscribers, is the community aspect. I want us to feel like, hey, we're hanging out, we're chilling. It's a safe space. I don't care what you look like, you know, your background, this, that, and the third. We're just hanging out, bro, talking about video games and stupid ass shit going on in the world. So I want the tournament aspect. I mean, I want the tournament to help build our community. That aspect is important to me. Bro, you know what's so funny? The big ooh, I don't know. This just randomly popped up on Reddit on my phone. It was like a Switch 2 subreddit where people are just trying to hack the Switch 2. So it's so funny you asked that. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I will say this though. I have been highly tempted. Like if I had the extra money, we're saving up money right now to move. So within the next 60 days, we'll be moving back to Florida. So I'm just trying to like be smart with money right now. And just get certain games here and there, right? Stuff to review and stuff I want to play. And that's why I'm playing like a lot of old Switch stuff right now, or just like cheap ass games. Because I can't afford any real new games right now. But I have been highly tempted to buy a hacked Switch. They're like $300-400, and you can download every single Switch game for free. It's like, that's awesome. Elvin, if you want to play Mario Kart, I'll put up the code in a moment, and we'll play some more for anybody else who wants to join. Dang, I got 5th place. Ooh. Stress, yeah, I was born and raised in Florida, bro. I love the heat. Love it. I'm from Central Florida, but we're moving to Tampa. But I love the heat. Here, let me back out of this, or how do I do this? Here's the room info if you guys want to join. Yeah, dude, the modded Switch looks so cool, bro. $70 games. Look, I'm not happy about $70 games. But it's like, if there were $70 games, and that was it, even $80 games, I'm not happy about. But if it was $80 games, and fuck, bro, this is what it is, $80 games for some games. That sucks. but that was it. No console increase. Okay, you know what I mean? Fuck, this sucks, but it is what it is. But $80 and $70 games plus console increase? What is going on here? Now, I have to give Nintendo the benefit of the doubt, or not the benefit of the doubt, but like some credit, because they are making cheaper games, $60 and $50. That's cool. You know what I mean? And I think, oh, I love summer. Ooh, I love summer, bro. But I think I think they're, what is the word I'm trying to think about? I think their reasoning is like, look, you have to buy the console once, you have to buy the games multiple times, or potentially multiple times. Let's just make the games cheaper, and the console, it is what it is, right? Stress. Oh yeah, guys, if you're in chat, if you can, let's try to get that channel member goal of 25. We're at 21. Let's try to get to 25, man. I have some big stuff, and I got some games to give away this stream. Yoshi looks fun. I don't think it's going to be anything. I think Yoshi's going to review it like a 78, 75 even. I don't think it's going to review high, but I think it's going to be a cool little game. Splatoon, I'm interested in. Splatoon is a franchise I like from the outside looking in. Splatoon 2 and 3, I could not get into the fucking games to save my life. I think they look cool. I like the characters, the aesthetic, the gameplay looks awesome. Every time I play the games, I'm like, this shit, low-key. It doesn't suck, but it just doesn't do anything for me. So Splatoon Raiders has me interested in because it's something different. Fire Emblem, I'm all in on. And Star Fox looks like it's going to be a lot of fun as well. So Fire Emblem and Star Fox. I will tell you this. I'm not making a video tomorrow because I'm streaming instead. Like today, we'll go for tomorrow's video or whatever. There was a leak that I just read about a Fire Emblem trailer potentially dropping today or tomorrow on YouTube and the Nintendo Today app. And the game potentially has a release date of September. Fern, I agree. I think Yoshi should be a $50 game max. I do agree on that. 100%. You're taking a picture. Oh yeah, can I change the rules? I want to make it harder. How do I flip? How do you... Alright, we're gonna knockout tour. Yeah, it's expensive. I will say this. There's a demo. Which one has the best levels? You know what I will say about Mario Kart World? I am not a fucking fan of the water levels at all in Mario Kart World. I like the whole driving under the water stuff better in Mario Kart 8. Not a fan of the water levels at all in this game. It's almost like the water mechanics almost feel weird to me. Damn, what was I gonna say? I don't know, but I bet there's a partner showcase next week. I know that. I know that much. There fucking better be one. Oh yeah, 20th or better. Okay. Knockout Tour, I always forget to lock in. This is my favorite thing they did with the whole game, though. Knockout Tours. This is awesome. In a minute, I need one of y'all's favor, too, to do me a favor. Because I put some Q&A questions on a, on the post. What is it called? Like the... You know, on YouTube, you can, like, create a post that's just words or a poll. I put some Q&A questions there, and people ask me some. I need one of you guys in a minute to start asking me those questions. But yeah, this is my favorite thing they did in this game. But the water just feels like, it looks good, I'll say that. It looks great. But I don't know what it is. It's like, you know, it would have been sick, since this is Nintendo. Instead of having cars on the water, they should have just made it like the jet skis from Wave Race. That would have been fire. But they'll probably make a new Wave Race or some stupid ass thing. You know, that's the thing. I think Nintendo's gonna try to do some stuff this generation where they revive franchises, but it's like, it sounds good on paper, but then nobody cares. It's like, Wave Race, oh hell yeah, and then it sells like 200,000 copies or something. I just hope Mario Tennis opened their eyes up, because that game, it's not bad. I'm not one of those people who are like, Mario Tennis Fever sucks, but it's just like, why? If anything, bro, they should have brought Mario Baseball back. They have Shohei Ohtani in the MLB, the highest paid, biggest baseball player in the world from Japan. Baseball is massive in Japan. If anytime they should capitalize on baseball, with the launch of the Switch 2, they have still like a 10% stake in Seattle Mariners. Like, why did they not bring baseball back? Am I wearing it? No, I'm wearing a PlayStation hat. One of my amazing channel members and subscribers literally went to a Seattle Mariners game and got me a Nintendo Seattle Mariners collab hat that you could only get when the Switch 2 launched. Or like when the season started or something. They literally got me that and sent it to my house. It's one of the coolest things I've ever got from a subscriber. I don't know if they're in chat, but dude, so fucking cool. And I don't even care about baseball like that. It's like fun to play the games, but so cool. So Mario Tennis Fever is just, I just think it's the dumbest fucking thing they could have launched, like as far as sports games go. Oh my god, I'm in 13th place. See, this is why I couldn't be like a professional gamer / streamer at the same time. Talking and playing, my brain does one or the other. Like talking, I'm trying to keep up a conversation. Streaming, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's like robot mode. And the problem is, not that I didn't take the time to learn, but it's like, I don't know how to do all the grinding and wall riding shit in Mario Kart. That's why I think a tournament would be so fun, bro. Maybe you play Mario Kart World and you're really good at it, then you have an opportunity to win something, man. Alright, I gotta lock in right here. What do I gotta get? Top 12? Yeah, I gotta lock in. And I fucking get hit with a shell, man. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. I'm panicking. I can't even lie. Oh, that was so fucking clutch. Oh my god, that was so clutch. What is it? Top 8? Bro, I don't think I can do top 8. There's no way I can get top 8. I can't even stunt. Pinky boy, you are good. Bro! Come on. Did I get hit by a fucking blue shell that was flying by me? Dude, come on. Let me just get top 8, please. I just want top 8, bro. I'll be so happy with top 8. I'm gonna stay over here away from y'all. Y'all got me fucked up. Picking on me. Waluigi doing cultural appropriation. Come on, bro. It's 2026. He can be who he wants to be. Oh my god. Oh, okay, of course. I hit a fucking car. Come on, come on, come on. Top 8, top 8. Top 8, top 8. The ring's right up there. We getting close. Oh, shit. Am I going to make it? Oh, shit. Come on, top 4. We prayed for times like this, chat. They prayed on my downfall. What am I doing? See, this is the type of stupid shit I start doing. Throwing bombs in front of me. Got my posture up right. I know I already said it before, but the soundtrack is so good. Bitch. I really wonder if Nintendo's really not going to add anything outside of the Mario universe as characters this time. Why did I do that? Why the fuck did I just throw a red shell behind me? This is the type of stupid shit I start doing. I start panicking. Come on, give me something good. Come on, come on, come on! Let's fucking go. Holy shit. I cannot believe I made it to top 4. My hands are covered in sweat right now. Waluigi's a bad boy. He's got the bad boy outfit. How am I in 4th, bro? Where y'all at? I must got some hacks or something I don't know about. Yeah, I got something for you, first place. Should have thought about what you did when you did it. It's like in Fast and the Furious, you can't go against the family. It's all about family. Damn, how am I so far away? What's your job, man? You know what's crazy? My wife loves baseball. She's literally begging me all day today, like, hey, when are we going to an MLB game? She loves baseball, bro. Look, top 4 ain't bad, all things considered, all right? Let's just keep it a buck here. Top 4, not bad. Here's your room info if anybody else wants to join. That was pretty good, right? That was pretty good. Top 4? I didn't think I was going to get top 4. We're going to run that one back. I want first place. Guys, next person to get Super Chat or membership gets a game. Brand new Switch 2 game that just came out maybe today. Snick, that's awesome, bro. If you follow me on social media, let me know how they play. I was thinking about picking them up myself. I've heard they're really good ports. I can't wait for the eShop sale video this weekend, bro. I have so much fucking deals locked in. Number 1. Shout out whoever got number 1. They're not complaining, bro. Some people just keep it real. I think that's important. I don't want everybody to agree with what I say. I don't want everybody to have our same opinions. Guys, you do not fucking want that. I'm telling you. I've been through life. It's crazy. I've been all over this world. Southeast Asia, the Middle East, over here, over there, Europe. I've been all over doing crazy shit. You do not want people to have your same opinions. That shit is boring. You need both sides. You need to see it from every angle. That is the best advice I could ever give you. There's shit I do not agree with that I'm sure you guys agree with, and vice versa, right? You don't want that. If I say Yoshi's good price and they say it's not a good price, that's how you start a conversation. If I say Yoshi's a great price and you say Yoshi's a great price, what are we supposed to talk about? So that is that's why you want, like, it's not complaining when people have a different opinion. Will the goalie, bro, I have some secret cells I don't think people know about. Yeah, but we'll start again. That was pretty fun, man. That was like one of the best rounds in Mario Kart World we've had. Oh yeah, but let me see real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up in a second window. YouTube here. Hold on. How do I fucking do this? What is that button? What was that noise? I don't know what that meant. Too much windows up. Somebody send me a friend request or something? Is that what that was? What capture card do I use? Whatever's on Amazon. I think it's literally called like HD something. It's literally just type in 4K capture card on Amazon and it will be the very first one that pops up, like #1 most sold. It was like $30, right? Cozy games to recommend? Yes, buy this game right here. It's always on sale for $2 right here. Oh, no, I don't want to close that. But it's called The Last Campfire, right? Incredible cozy game. It's like a Zelda game with no damage. All you do is, both of these games actually, Golf Club Wasteland, The Last Campfire, both those games are always on sale for $2. And they're always on sale for $2, right? Okay. I have some questions pulled up for Q&A too. Okay. Right on. Will, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up real quick for them while we're waiting. Here, let me put this up too. Just give me 1 second, guys. Because I'm trying to pull up questions and Amazon. I was just buying shit on Amazon a minute ago. The one that I have is... Yeah. So if you go on Amazon and just type in 4K capture card, is that what it is? I have it right here. Yeah, there's this one right here on Amazon called Capture Card Nintendo Switch 4K HDMI. It's literally $25, and that's a capture card I use. Very cheap. Oh, damn, there's more of y'all in here. Now we're about to get smoking. Okay, where's my questions? Snick, I only get physical if that's options. Not even because I'm like a physical snob, but because, you know, I'm a smaller YouTuber, streamer, whatever. Whoa, am I a streamer now? Hold on now, chat. But because I don't have money to just buy random shit for no reason, a lot of the games that I will beat, once I'm done with them, I will sell those games towards my next game, right? You can see behind me my collection. What was that? DB, thank you so much. Brother, thank you so much. Make sure you message me on Instagram so I can send you a free game. It's a game that just came out for the Switch 2 as well. Thank you so much. And I have 3 more games to give away this stream, guys. DB, thank you so much. But yeah, I have to sell my games towards like my next game, right? My Switch collection behind me. That's like 10 games, right? And there's only like one Switch 2 game up there that I'll never sell, which is Cyberpunk. Brother, that hurt me to hear you say that. I like narrative stuff. I like games that make you feel, you know what I mean? So it's not going to be for everybody. But Cyberpunk, that's one of my favorites. And then I have like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom digitally downloaded. If there's a game that I will never want to sell, you know what I mean? If it's not for you, it's not for you, Bing. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And Dimmy Dad Gaming, no Indiana Jones, just because Snake, thank you so much, brother. Message me on Instagram so I can give you a free game. Thank you so much. Yeah, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, Will to go. That's the best capture card. And no Indiana Jones, bro. We're just having some fun on Mario Kart World. We're gonna have a Mario Kart World tournament in like 2 weeks, so I'm trying to get some practice in. All right, we're about to start though. Let me see. I got my questions pulled up. Nick, thank you so much, brother. Truly. Make sure you message me on social media so I can send you a free Switch 2 game that just came out. So before we get started, I'll answer this first question. What 3 new video game characters would you like to see in the next Super Smash Bros. Game for the Switch 2? I don't fucking know, man. I could see... I don't know. And the reason why I say I don't know is because would it be... I mean, they did so much for Smash Ultimate. So I'm trying to think of stuff that would be like for the Switch 2. Okay, here's one. Even though I don't really care about it that much, I would love to see Ditto. Like the Ditto from Pokemon Pocopia. That would be a sick character for Smash. I would like to see... What makes sense? I don't know. I don't really know that much Smash Ultimate characters, but... Okay, Ditto from Pokemon Pocopia would be really cool. Leon from Resident Evil 9. And, what other character? What other character, bro? That's hard. Because I'm trying to think of stuff that's like Nintendo-based and makes sense. We got the Joker, right, from Persona 5 Royal in Smash Ultimate. I could be wrong on that, so please correct me if I am. Guys, if you're in chat too, let's try to hit the membership goal. We got 21, let's try to get the 25. But only if you want, please. Don't think I'm pressuring you guys to do anything. I just have some big plans the more we grow. Fuck, I don't know, man. Dimmy Dad, thank you so much. Truly, thank you so much, guys. Dimmy Dad, message me on Instagram so I can send you a Switch 2 game. Damn, I gotta lock in. Dimmy Dad, truly, thank you so much. Been here since 10K. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. 10K was a big deal for me, too. Indiana Jones would be cool. I'm trying to think of, like, stuff that's realistic, right? Capcom works with Nintendo nonstop, so I could definitely see Leon go. The Ditto from Pokemon Pocopia is such a big part of Nintendo now. Maybe some Dragon Quest characters, possibly. Or we got Cloud, right? Dude, am I literally about to not get 20th? Holy fuck, that was barely 20. I gotta lock in. Maybe Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. That'd be sick. That'd be sick, dude. Oh shit, I'm in 8th place now. Y'all need to catch up. Broke boys. Yeah, but that's hard. That's the thing too. Smash is cool. Well, how am I in first place, bro? What is going on? Smash is cool, right? I think it's great. I'm actually waiting on a copy to come from Japan right now. I do this sponsorship with this Japanese company. They're actually about to start showing up once a week in my eShop deals. The sponsorship. It's a really cool company. But, like, Smash is cool, but it's like, I think, and this is a very unpopular opinion, I don't even think we need a new Smash game until 5 more years. I know that sounds crazy. I think they just need to make a Switch 2 edition of Smash Ultimate. Maybe add a couple more characters. Maybe update some of the designs. Oh, shit. And maybe some new courses, and that's it. Like, I want to see them cook on the next Smash. Because you know it has to be something grand like Mario Kart World. It's like, how they make a new Mario Kart? Well, look, we're fucking driving on a vacation right now. And when people ask you, like, Smash characters, I try to be realistic. I'm not going to be like, oh, I want, I'm trying to think, like, the Knight from Hollow Knight, although that would be sick. That's never going to happen, right? Unless Nintendo does go crazy, and I don't know. Actually, I don't know, because, like, a lot of the characters we got in Smash Ultimate, I really thought we were never going to get. Damn, I am locked in, bro. After this, we'll switch to regular races so I can have that intermission to read some questions. Oh, is this the same course we did last course? I'm just realizing that. Because people took time to ask me questions, so I want to make sure I answer all those questions. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm getting cooked right now, bro. Oh, come on. Maybe see this big ass hat I'm wearing? That has to be less aerodynamic. And that's not good. That's the reason why I'm not doing good. I do like how oh no, yeah, maybe some characters from Kirby were cool, like Kirby Air Riders. We got some really cool characters in that. So maybe some of those characters could show up in Smash, I'm sure. Especially since it's Sakurai making it, right? Bro, come on. But you know what's crazy? This is a very unpopular opinion. Or maybe it's just because I played it so much. I always thought the 2 best retro Mario games of all time were Super Mario World 3, or Super Mario 3 or whatever, and Super Mario World, right? And I'm not saying anything like these games suck or anything. I play both of these games almost every single year. It's just like, you're bored, you're like in between games, you're like, oh, fuck it, I'll fire up Mario. Super Mario 3, I don't know what it is about the game. It's just so damn good. But I've been playing Super Mario World a little bit over the past couple of days. And I'm starting to be like, the game is good. But it's starting to lose its appeal, I guess, to me. Oh, fuck, I gotta lock in. Aether better! Ah! Woo! Bro, I got hit at the gate. Yeah, it's not bad by any means. It's just starting to lose its like whimsicalness, I guess. It's still fun. But normally I will start playing it and then I'll be like, let me just keep playing this until I don't want to play anymore. Now I'm playing one level and I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'll play something else. And I don't know why. A game I've never beat is Super Mario World 2. Was that the one with Baby Yoshi? I've never beat that game before. So maybe I should play that instead, actually. Bro, this is crazy. I just beat Pokemon Black on the DS literally yesterday, I think. And while I was playing that game, I was reading a billboard in the game, like very early in the game too, like 2 or 3 hours in, and then the billboard was saying, "No, no, fuck." But the billboard was saying something about Pokemon winds and waves, bro. It was like literally saying, "Watch out for winds and waves," or something crazy like that. And then I thought, is this where they got the title from? Pokemon Winds and Waves? I should have took a picture of it, but I didn't. But I can probably still go find the billboard. But that was crazy. Because it's too much of a coincidence for them to not be taking the name from something in that game. I will say this, Pokemon Black, you know, Pokemon's one of my favorite franchises. This is the first time I ever beat Black. I think one of the best stories in Pokemon, some of the funnest locations, some of the worst Pokemon in any game by far. Literally, truly some of the worst Pokemon ever. The legendaries are cool, but like as far as regular Pokemon, they low-key suck, dude. Maybe the ones in Pokemon White are better, but God, the Pokemon in Pokemon Black suck. I knew I was gonna hit that banana. How do I fall off? And then there's something going on right there. There's a road. Earthling, brother, thank you so much. Street Fighter characters, that would be sick. Next match should be 3D. That could be interesting. Yeah, Will the goalie, it's not coming out for a very long time. Hat is definitely holding me back, right? Baby Mario cries for the whole game. I heard that is like a negative thing, right? All right, let's play a regular thing, like not knockout anymore, so I can actually talk to chat. Here's the room info real quick, guys. Let me read some more questions. Your best skateboard trick. Favorite skateboard graphic of all time. I don't know if Pizza Cat's watching right now. Best skateboard trick. Probably board slide, a 6-stair handrail. And favorite skateboard graphic is the old flip graphics. If you guys don't know, I've been skateboarding my entire life. What's your favorite arcade style game genre? And what's your favorite game on the Switch within that genre? If you don't know where I'm reading questions from, it's not chat. It's people ask me on YouTube. God damn, I feel like I have to burp, but I can't burp. Probably beat 'em up. And favorite game in that genre on the Switch, probably Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Incredible game. Let's see more questions right here. If you could play any game for the first time again, what would you play? Easiest answer of my entire life. Breath of the Wild, dude. Oh my God, easiest fucking... It's the easiest answer I've ever had to answer anything. If I could play one game again for the very first time, bro, 100%. Oh, here's my Switch code again. People keep asking me randomly. Yeah. 100%, dude. Breath of the Wild. If I could play that game again for the first time, it like makes me emotional thinking about it. Oh, you know when you come out like of the cave and then you look out of the world, and then when you do the first 4 shrines and then you get your glider, Maron. Chef's kiss. I beat that game 4 times. I need to replay it again on the Switch too. Should do it. If you could only play modern or retro RPGs, which would you choose? That is a fantastic question. Oh my God. We'll start in another 30 seconds. The races. Oh my God, that's a fantastic question. Because you have games like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger, and what is retro considered? Is 20 years old retro now? So that'd be like 2006 and before. Huh. That's a hard question, man. Because then you have Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth and the new Dragon Quest stuff. That's such a hard question. It's like, I almost want to say, DB, bro. Don't get me started. That might be the move. I almost want to say, if I could only play OG or, I mean, new, modern, or OG JRPGs, I almost want to say retro, but with, like, enhancements. Like, if I could fast forward some of the battles, or, just stupid shit like that, right? Like, if I could just, maybe if I played on PC, which I'm not a PC gamer at all, so I don't know. I just don't know. That's one of the hardest questions I've ever had to answer. If you like JRPGs, you answer this question for me. Which one would you prefer? Only modern or only retro? I almost want to say retro because there's just so much charm, man. But then, like, games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's like, and then I think Cyberpunk is technically a modern RPG. So maybe modern. I don't fucking know. Cyberpunk's tied with my favorite game of all time. It's the Wind Waker and Cyberpunk. Man, I don't know. That's a hard question. Let me know, chat, if you like JRPGs, modern or retro. You know, it's so funny. Final Fantasy VI is one of, like, 2 games in my entire life I've ever been soft locked in. I'm like 10 hours into it. There's like a place where you're like riding mine carts under the ground and have to do a boss fight. And I'm just too weak. No items. And I get murdered instantly. Tried it a million times. You can't go back to an earlier part of the game. So that happened like a year and a half ago. Literally today I was thinking about re-downloading Final Fantasy VI. And just starting over from scratch. Because I never beat it. You know what I mean? Man, that's a hard fucking question. You know, sometimes this is this could sound selfish, and believe me, I don't mean it that way at all. Sometimes I wish games stopped coming out, right? Like, I wish there was like a 10-year gap in video games. Like, no more video games for 10 years, guys. That way you could catch up on all the new games, and then you had to go back and play the retros. Because I just wish I had, like, extra time, which I don't. So then the only answer is like, well, just stop playing new games. It's like, I don't want to do that either. So I just wish. I don't wish this. I know that's what I'm saying. It sounds selfish, but if there was like a weird reason where no games came out for 10 years, no consoles, no new shit, it would just be so cool to go back and experience all the retro games you missed. Same thing with movies. Like, I watch movies a couple times a week. I can't tell you the last movie that I watched that was like past 2010. I'm only watching old shit right now. So stuff that I missed. Like, I watched all the Godfather movies for the first time. I just watched Heist, I think, or Heat, whatever it's called, with Al Pacino. I'm about to watch Casino for the first time. Yeah. Stress XD, I played Tears of the Kingdom on the Switch 2 at launch, and it was entirely a new game. I agree 100%. DT Coolboy, I'm just giving games randomly away tonight for people who are like making donations and channel members who are signing up. And then I think I might have some extra codes laying around somewhere, so I'll see. YTF Hoops asked me what microphone to use for videos, bro. This is called the HyperX Cast or some shit. Yeah, HyperX Cast Duocast. That's what it's called. The HyperX Duocast. And it's like $80 at Target. Not a great microphone, but it does the job. I just like Googled cheap microphones and this popped up and I watched some videos. What made you quit The Mandalorian to make a new Nintendo YouTube channel? I don't know what that means, but maybe I look like an actor in The Mandalorian. I get comments every single week that I look like some actor here or there. Like people I've never heard of either, so I don't know if it's good or bad what people are saying. I just take it as a compliment, but it could be bad. I get those all the time. When I was in high school, people used to say I look like Ashton Kutcher, which I didn't at all, but yeah. This is a fantastic question. And you guys can ask me questions in chat too if you'd like. If Nintendo stopped doing Switches, what would you want to see from the next console? So I have a couple ways to answer this, right? One, this is a what if for this current generation. I know they said after the Switch 2 or after this, but Digital Foundry brought this up. And I'm not even a fan of Digital Foundry that much because I think people like treat their word like it's fucking the gospel. It's like Digital Foundry said it wasn't good graphics. It's like, bro, who cares what Digital Foundry says? I'm still going to enjoy it the fuck I want, right? But they brought up a great point. So everybody's thinking right now, and if you're not, it's cool, but if I were to ask you, what is the next Nintendo console probably going to be? One of two answers. A Switch 2 Lite or a Switch 2 OLED, right? So let's keep it real for a minute. Everything's expensive. The world sucks. Shit just is not cool. So if Nintendo wants to continue to do good this generation, they have to have a budget option at some point, right? It just makes sense. The Switch 2 is $500. Some people can't afford that. It really does suck. So what would be great is if they had a Switch 2 Lite that costs, fuck, I would say $300, but I don't even know. Let's just say $350, but $300. We'll be optimistic. A Switch 2 Lite, $300, which I just don't even know how that would be possible. But for the sake of this conversation, a Switch 2 Lite that has $300. Okay, that's what you would expect. But Digital Foundry had a really cool, what is the word I'm looking for? Like not a theory, but a what if, right? They were saying, what if Nintendo this generation, and they could see this happening because they had some insights into something. Not saying this is going to happen, so please don't say that I said that Nintendo's doing this. But they were saying that it would be really neat if Nintendo released a Switch 2 home console, right? A Switch 2 that could only be docked, not docked, like that's the wrong word, but a Switch 2 that could only play on the TV. Because the line is becoming so blurred with Switch 2s and other home consoles. Like, yes, it's still not as powerful as a PS5 and Xbox Series X, but you can still play all the new games on it, or damn near all of them. So instead of releasing a Switch 2 Lite, they released a console called the Switch 2 Home, and it's only a home console. And that was the budget console this generation. And I was like, holy shit, that's a very interesting thought. Like, maybe it's the shape of the Switch 2 dock, and you would put the games in it somehow, especially because they're just little cartridges. It wouldn't take up much spot. It wouldn't take up like much space to put the cartridges in. And Earthling, exactly what you're saying. If it was only a home console, they could make it more powerful, right? It doesn't have to be this and that. So a home console, and it's a little bit more powerful than the Switch 2, so the games would look even better than they do already. This is something, I'm not even kidding, I could possibly see happening this generation. So I know you asked, the question was, what do I think if Nintendo stopped making Switches? I think that would be awesome. And, you know, I think a home console just makes sense because we're going to hit a point, and a lot of people are saying it's happening already, but I don't think we're there yet, where console generation leaps aren't that like they're not like that, I don't want to say impressive, right? But how much more impressive, and I know I did not want to pick this fucking level, fuck. Somebody pick another level, please pick another level. Yes. But let's just say in 8 years, 10 years, whatever, the Switch 3 comes out. how much more impressive is it going to be than the Switch 2? Probably on par with the PS5, like graphically and power wise, which is going to be cool. But it's like, you're like, holy shit, I got to spend $1,000 on this. But a Nintendo home console, dude, and a Nintendo home console that costs $300, bro, that would be so fire. Because, you know, this is crazy. A lot of people are saying, not a lot of people, I sound like a fucking idiot when I say, a lot of people are saying, I don't know who the fuck said this. I've seen a few people say this, that they play their Switch 2 docked to the TV 95% of the time. Couldn't be me, pal. Just because I love handheld gaming, right? It's why I love it. This is why I'm a Nintendo fan. Ever since I was a little kid. The handheld aspect. So, there's people out there that predominantly play their Switch 2 docked to the TV. It's the cheaper way to get into, not next gen anymore, but current generation gaming. So, a home console that's like $350, and it's more powerful than the Switch 2 docked already, that would be fucking awesome. Dude, that would be so sick. Man, what a good question. Chat, if y'all are there, consider becoming a channel member. I would love to hit that goal of 25. We need 4 more. I have like multiple streams planned too coming up, not just on Thursdays. We have a Mario Kart World Tournament coming up in 2 weeks. We have the Dragon Quest stream. We have the Partner Showcase, wink wink, happening next week. Regular Thursday streams. Some other stuff I can't talk about yet coming up. So consider becoming a channel member so I can stream more. More channel members I get, the more streams I can do. And obviously super chats and all that good stuff. The more giveaways I can do, the more everything. Because if you guys can't tell, I put all that money straight back into communities by giving away eShop gift cards and games and shit all the time. So consider becoming a channel member and part of the Robot Army. My goal is to have 100 members before the end of the year. Holy shit, I just smoked that fucking zebra. You seen that? Holy shit. I fucked that zebra up, dude. I wish I could rewind that. I smoked his ass. While Luigi getting that DUI. Got the sombrero on. See? 100% dock for you. AI plays the game for you. Yeah, I do think, honestly, AI is going to be, like, a big factor in making games look better. But that NVIDIA shit, oh my god, it made me, like... It was horrible. That NVIDIA upscaling shit, DLSS point, whatever. Alright, let me put this up again. This is my friend code. I wonder if there's a limit of friends I can have on the Switch. I have all this already. I feel like I can have a lot more. And then here's the Mario Kart code. And then let me pull up another question. What game have you put the most hours in on your Switch 2? What is the game I have the most hours on my Switch 2? It's got to be a tie between... Actually, I don't even know if it's a tie. I think it might be Cyberpunk. I think I put like 115 hours into it. I think I can actually look, right? Oh, yeah, it's too far down. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the game I've played the most is Cyberpunk. Yeah, 115 hours in Cyberpunk, and I think like 90 hours or 100 hours in Tears of the Kingdom. And then... yeah, that's it. I've played a couple other games for like 30, 40 hours. Persona and Dragon Quest and shit like that. Dang, that profile picture goes hard. Dang, that's crazy. I think on the Switch it was like what was it on the Switch? On the Switch it was YouTube for sure. I had like 2,000 hours watched on my Switch on YouTube. And then on Fortnite I had like 200-300 hours probably on the Switch. I want to change my character, bro. Damn, I haven't unlocked any of this. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie, some of these characters suck. This is probably the best character in the whole game. I'll start this in like 30 more seconds. And then this last question somebody asked me, I don't even know. They didn't even complete the question. It just says, what's your favorite? So I'm going to assume they're talking about what's your favorite game. So that was your profile pic? Hell yeah, dude. That's a good profile pic. I actually hate my profile picture right now on the Switch too. I don't even know why I put this. This shit sucks. Let me switch it to something cooler. We'll switch it to the Virtual Boy. Alright, we're not gonna switch it right now. Yeah, favorite. I don't know if they're saying what's your favorite game or something, but Cyberpunk and Zelda the Wind Waker. Or if they're asking my favorite Switch 2 game, Nintendo exclusive. I wish I could make this crazier. Dude, I love Gundam. I have a Gundam right here. Look. It's not like the coolest one or anything. See? Gundam's rule. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I'm about to win this. Win this actual race. I haven't won one time tonight, I don't think, so I gotta win finally. Dude, this is the best character and car. It's like the Speed Racer car with Toad in it. Come on, bro. Yeah, Gundam's sick, man. I've always liked Gundam since I was little, and then obviously I like robots. I have like a real old school robot from like the 70s that I found in a gift shop. On vacation one time behind me. And then my name, obviously Mr. Robot Joe. DG, we already did like 4 giveaways. Come on, bro. We already did like 4 giveaways tonight. And yeah, maybe I'll do more, but you know, can't call it. Okay, you see how I didn't go first right there? Strategic. You guys might think going fast and winning is what you're supposed to do. That's an amateur move, okay? You're not using your big brain, right? I don't know if you guys are young enough, but there was this episode of Jimmy Neutron where he made like a candy that made you super smart. That's the kind of candy I eat. So I know what's going on here. I know how to win without looking like I'm winning, you know? This is called a big brain moment. Damn, I can't even talk. Because that's how big my brain is, so. You know, it's a stupid ass fact that always like, it's like one of those, whoa, this is fucking crazy facts, but it always makes me laugh because it's so true that the brain named itself. I'll never get tired of that because their brain really did name itself. And that's really funny to me. That's like some, It's like some shit I could see an octopus doing or something. Alright, I gotta lock in. Bro, just playing this course right now makes me want to play Super Mario Sunshine so bad. Oh, can we keep it real? Look, go back to my video on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. Today's the 14th, 13th. Yeah, I can't remember. But one of my videos that came out this week, I said I feel like a Nintendo Online release is happening this week. I just feel it. And then we got a Nintendo Online release this week, right? It happened. It's for the Virtual Boy, but I did call it. And I did call a Nintendo Direct last week, even though I didn't say it was for Star Fox. I've been on a roll. All right. But yeah. That's the reason why I call myself a robot, by the way, as well. Not like I'm just talking, but I used to have a different YouTube channel. And it was called Things About Stuff, where I would just make videos about random shit, which didn't make any sense. And then I turned that randomly. I was like, I can't have a channel if it's like me doing shit all the time. I need to have my YouTube channel be like I am the channel. So I thought of a new name, and I have like a bunch of injuries. I went through a windshield when I was 16 in a car crash, and I shattered my knee. And I broke my femur, and I broke my ankle, and I broke my back in 3 places. So I have 6 screws in my knee, and then I have a rod on my femur. So I was thinking about a new channel name, and I was like, dang, I'm kind of like a robot with all this metal in me. And so that's why my old channel was called Robot Joe. But then when I made a new channel, I'm like, well, I can't have 2 Robot Joe channels. So I just added Mr. to it. So yeah, Mr. Robot Joe now, but... yeah, robots are pretty cool, man. You know, they are cool, but it's like now when you think about robots in the future, it's going to just be like all killing machines, right? Like wars are going to be won by robots sliming out other robots, which is scary, but then at the same time, it's like, well, then if people aren't dying, I guess that's a better alternative. So... yeah, guys, I really appreciate that too. It was crazy, man. I won't talk about what led up to the wreck because I'm writing a book right now, and that's a big part of it, and it's fucking insane. But we got into a wreck, and then I remember I was in the back seat, right? I wasn't driving. But I remember, like, knowing, you know, there was like a 10 seconds before the wreck happened. And I was like, oh shit, we're about to wreck, right? I was conscious that we were about to wreck, so I braced for impact. And then as soon as I braced for impact, I closed my eyes, and then I just woke up. You know, like when you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning? That's what it felt like. I closed my eyes, and then I just woke up on the ground, and then there was a cop in my face screaming at me saying, don't move! You broke your fucking neck! Do not move! And I remember thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is this guy talking about? And then they just wouldn't let me move, and then there was like flashing lights everywhere, and I guess I was laying on the ground, and they thought I had a broken neck. And then I remember them saying you're about to go in a helicopter, and being like, damn, that's crazy, a helicopter sounds fun. Like, I'm not thinking right. And then I remember blacking out and then coming to inside the helicopter, like, and it was about to take off, and I remember talking to the nurse or whatever, and she was like, I need to cut your clothes off. And I remember thinking, like, in my head, like, why can't you just fucking take them off? This is like a new outfit. What are you doing? But obviously it's probably quicker to cut them off. And then her saying, we're about to life flight you to Orlando, because this happened like an hour outside of Orlando where I was living at the time. And I remember telling her, I've never been in a helicopter before. And she was like, I'm sorry it had to be this way. And then I blacked out again, and then I woke up in the hospital like, I don't even know how long. Probably like 8 hours later or something. Or maybe longer, because this happened around midnight. And then I remember it was daytime in the morning, and then I woke back up, and then they were saying like, hey, because when I was 16, I looked 18, right? I've always had facial hair and shit. So they thought I was 18. So I remember I woke up, and they're like, you're about to go in surgery. And I remember saying like, hey, where's my mom at? And they're like, your mom? I'm like, yeah. They're like, are you a juvenile? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, okay. Do you want to call your mom real quick? I'm like, yeah. And then I called my mom, and she was like, mom was like, where the fuck are you? Like freaking out like a mom would, right? And I remember saying like, what do you mean where am I? And she was like, where are you? And I'm like, they didn't tell you? And she was like, tell you what? And I'm like, I'm in Orlando. I got into a car crash. And at first, I think she thought I was lying. But then I could tell her like tone in her voice change. And she was like, okay, I'm on the way. Then I blacked out again. And then I woke up coming out of surgery. And they had like this compression thing on my leg, maybe to keep all the shit together. And for some reason, I had family living in Orlando, and then, so like they were up there, and some of my friends. You know what's crazy is, whoa, where the fuck did I just go? You know, this happened in 2008, so like social media was just popping off on MySpace and shit like that. So everything was still done by word of mouth, and like a lot of people thought we died. Like all 4 people in the car, they're like, oh yeah, they died. So I had people up at the hospital like thinking I died, and then I came out of surgery and they're like freaking out. And then I remember my grandma took a picture of my leg, and because they had this compression thing on it, I couldn't feel my leg and I couldn't move. And my grandma was telling me I lost my leg, and I was freaking the fuck out. And then she took a picture, and then she showed me, she's like, you didn't lose your leg. And then, yeah, I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks. And then I had to wear a back brace, like this big turtle shell looking thing. And then I had a huge thing on my leg. It wasn't even a cast. It was like this robotic thing. And I couldn't even, you know, like people get Norex and then they walk on crutches, right? I couldn't even walk on crutches for like 5 months. I literally could not get out of bed without assistance for like 5 months. I remember I lost so much weight because I just wasn't moving, you know what I mean? Like you lose so much muscle. And I started walking on crutches like 5 months later, and then I don't think I walked on my own until like another 11 months or something, which is crazy. And then a bunch of stuff happened, right? And I still have those injuries. I still deal with that shit every day. Then literally when my wife was pregnant with our first daughter, we were working at the mall, like at a kiosk, like, you know, the salespeople thing. And it was like the mall's whatever, right? But it was closing time, and my wife was like 7 months pregnant, or maybe 6 months pregnant, something like that. But she was visibly pregnant, and she was telling like these like dumbass dudes. It was like 3 or 4 guys who were like between 25 and 30 or something, maybe 20 and 30, I can't remember. But they were adults, and she was telling them, hey, you guys need to leave, the mall's closing. And then they were like, shut up, you dumb bitch. And then not only is it just disrespectful, but my wife's pregnant too. So she's like, what the fuck did you say to me? And she's small. She's like 5 foot. And then she got in their face, and she was like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. And then she was at like the top of some stairs. Like a big stair set, right? It was like 3 stairs or 4 stairs. But she was at the top, and she's literally pregnant. And she was like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. And then the dude literally just pushes her, and she flies down the stairs pregnant. And then I just fucking blacked out, and I started fighting 3 people. It was just me versus 3 people. And I started fighting all these guys, and I like planted my foot, you know, like the punch, like to brace myself and punch. And when I planted my foot, I guess I stepped so hard, I tore my ACL in that same fucking leg that has a shattered knee and broken femur. I just remember my leg popped, and I just kept fighting. And then the fight didn't last long. It was like 30 seconds or something, right? And nothing happened. Like, nothing happened to me or them. It was just like, it was chaotic. People were like throwing chairs and shit. It was crazy. But then security came and broke it up, and then those guys like ran out before the cops came or something. And I remember I tried to stand up, and I just collapsed. And my leg, like, literally the moment my leg popped, my ACL tore, and my leg just went, it just like exploded and like size, it swole it up. And I couldn't put any pressure on it. And then I had to go to the hospital. I told me my ACL. I went and seen a surgeon, and she was like, "Hey, you need to have surgery on this, and it's gonna be like 3 or 4 months to where you can walk again." And we were literally living in somebody's basement at the time, like renting a basement, trying to get our own apartment. And I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, I can't fucking stop walking for 4 months. I'm about to have a kid. Like, we're living in this fucking basement. And so yeah, I didn't have surgery, which was stupid. But at the same time, I was like kind of scared to have surgery, to be honest, because I already been through all this shit. And I'm just like, I don't fucking feel like doing all that again. So I didn't have surgery. My leg didn't heal up, but it became manageable after like a month and a half, 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, it sucked, but it's like, all right, fuck, at least I can walk around, I can work, I can do whatever. And literally that happened, and then 5 years later, I want to say, I'm literally at the skate park, and I think I'm there with my daughters. I can't remember if I was there with my daughter, because she would have been 5 years old then, my oldest daughter. But I was literally at the fucking skate park. I think it was my daughter, though. But I remember telling either her or another little kid, like, there was like this tiny little jump that you could do with your eyes closed. I'm not even kidding. The smallest fucking thing ever. And I remember telling them, like, don't be scared of that. It's small. You know, you can do this with your eye closed. It's nothing. This is literally nothing. It's like walking. And I was like, look, I'll show you. And I had on some brand new shoes. And I don't know, like in skateboarding, you know, you have grip tape. It's really, really grippy. When you have brand new shoes, it's extra grippy. So even if you want to jump off your skateboard sometimes to like bail, you can't, because you're just stuck to the skateboard. And I remember I had brand new shoes, and I was like, look, I'll show you, this is so easy. And then I went off the ramp, and I think I just went up wrong. So I tried to jump off my skateboard, and then I couldn't get off the skateboard. So I tried to jump off, so your weight is off. And then I landed on the skateboard and just flew. And then I fucking not only re-tore my ACL, but I tore my meniscus too. Which is so funny, like telling a little kid, like, dude, this is so easy. What are you scared of falling? And then I literally destroy my leg. Like horribly. Like when I went to the surgeon again, they're like, yeah, you have, I can't remember if they said meniscus or ACL, but they're like, you don't have it anymore. It's non-existent. And then, yeah, they're like, you have no ACL, and your meniscus isn't even torn. It's shredded now. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. So then I literally had to have surgery. Like, it was not an optional. So literally in my right leg, I've torn my ACL twice, tore my meniscus, shattered my knee, and broke my fucking femur. So those injuries are it's no joke, bro. It's seriously, it's so crazy. So yeah, at least, bro, how can I get, that's crazy. I can't go that way. Yeah, we moved from that location. It was crazy. You want to know a crazier story that's part of this? When I was living in that basement, right? The basement I tore my ACL in. Tore my ACL, whatever. We were living in this lady's basement. We finally moved out and got a new apartment. So when you move out, you say, hey, can I get my fucking deposit back? This lady was like a real crackhead. Not a crackhead, but like a pillhead, whatever. So I'm like, hey, can I get my deposit back? We got an apartment. She's like, yeah, you know, come get it on this day. And we're like, okay. Kept messaging her like, hey, we're working. We just had a kid, got a new apartment. Can we get that deposit back? She's like, no, you can't get the deposit back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why can we not get the deposit back, right? And she was just basically like, yeah, it's the law. We don't have to give it to you. I'm about to tell you a crazy story. So normally, I'm going to play one more game so I can tell this story. Normally, you would say, okay, well, I either don't get this deposit back or, what are you going to do, right? I remember we just moved into our apartment. I literally had like $40 of free money. All the other bills went to the kid, apartment, food, everything, rent, whatever. I had $40, right? Or $35. With my last $35 in my heart, I knew I was right. So we literally went to the courthouse. I don't even know how you sue somebody. And I sued this lady. It literally cost $35 the trigger for items in this game is true. I'm not sure, Earthlink. I really don't know. I have no idea. My last $35. That's how much it costs to sue somebody. I sue this lady. Go up there. I'm like, hey, how do you sue somebody? The lady asked me why. Tell her why. She's like, fill out this paperwork. Pay this fee. We'll give you a court date. I'm like, all right, cool. I sued this lady for, I think, $400. Whatever our deposit was, $300 or $400. That's all I sue her for. We have court coming up. We have court coming up, right? And our court date is on Monday. You can hold the banana shells, but our court date is on Monday. And oh, I wanted the other level. Our court date is on, or no, our court date's on like Monday, right? On Friday, I go check the mail, and there's a letter in the mailbox from Hollywood saying, hey, we had research some court cases. Yours is very interesting. Do you want to be on a TV show? And I'm like, and they say, if you do want to be on a TV show, cancel your court date because you need to cancel your court date so we can do you a new court date in Los Angeles. And in my head, I'm like, this lady is, I don't know how to prove it, but this lady is scamming me, right? She wants me to cancel my court date so she doesn't get sued. There's no way a fucking Hollywood TV show is hitting me up. I didn't even sign up for anything. And then on the paper, it has like producers' names and this and that. Oh, is it just us two? Oh, no, there's a lot of people. Okay. I was going to say, is it just us two? But, so on the paper, it says like the Hollywood producer's name and contact information. So I Google this Hollywood producer's name, and his IMDb pops up, and he's like a real Hollywood producer, worked on a bunch of movies and TV shows. I call him, and he's like, yeah, you know, if you want to be on this TV show, we'll fly you out. We'll put you in a hotel. We'll give you this money. We'll do this and that. And I'm like, dude, in my head, I'm like, this is a fucking scam, but what am I going to do? Cancel my court date and lose out on $300 or $400? Fuck it, I'll take the risk. I literally canceled my court date, and within 12 hours, he sent me and my wife an itinerary, and literally the next day, we are flying to Los Angeles. Literally get to the LA airport. They have like a shuttle pick us up, take us to the Destin, or the West End, or some 5-star hotel in Pasadena. And then while we're there, we get $120 a day to eat with each, I'm pretty sure. And then they're going to pay us to be on TV. And I still can't believe any of this shit is happening, right? So the court date comes up, and then this lady's there, and we're walking in. There's like all these people outside, like trying to be, you know, if you watch a court TV show, there'll be all these people in the audience. Like those people are all lining up outside. I guess they get paid to be there, like $50 or something. So all these people are lining up, so I just line up with them, and then they're like, hey, what's your name? And I tell them my name. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be inside right now. We're like getting ready to film your episode. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So then this shit is so crazy. So then I go inside, and then they have you in like makeup. You have to like sit in makeup and do all this makeup and shit. Then they bring you into a room with all their producers, and they're like, look, we want you to lie. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, your court case is exciting. It wasn't. But they're like, what you want you to do is go in there and say the reason why you moved out is because her boyfriend was beating her, and they're throwing parties all. They just wanted you to lie so on TV it sounded crazy. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. They're like, look, you gotta lie because it's more exciting for TV. And I'm like, yeah, but if I lie, I'll lose the court case. And they're like, trust me, you're gonna be okay. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not lying. They're not fucking this up for me. So then we go into the courtroom. And then as soon as you walk in there, there's like all these Hollywood lights and producers, and there's an audience, and there's all these fake judges or real judges. And then as soon as I walk out there, I'm just like, it all hits me finally, like that I'm in fucking Hollywood on a TV show, and I start pouring out sweat. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, right? Literally, my armpits are pouring sweat. I'm out there like a deer in headlights, like tweaking out, like what the fuck? So then the court case starts, and they're filming. And they start talking, and you know, after a while, you kind of like get in out of your head or whatever, and you're like, okay, this is real court, even though it's not. So I start you know, arguing my case, apparently they told that lady to fucking lie too. And she really does lie. Or maybe they told her before. I don't know how she had this shit, but she literally took pictures of our basement, which we're, you know, I'm super clean, tidy person. It's never been an issue my whole life. Like, I've always been very put together and clean. She literally, like, took pictures after we moved out of the basement. It was literally one of the fakest pictures I've ever seen. She literally went and bought, like, those red Solo cups that you get at Dollar Tree for parties. And literally bought, like, a bag of 30 of those and just threw them around the room. Literally, it doesn't even make sense why they would be there, right? She just sprinkled them all over the room, and she was like, yeah, they were partying all the time, and I had to, she was, like, countersuing us for, like, $2,000 for cleaning fees, which didn't make any sense, but she was like, look at this mess they made. Even the judges were like, are you fucking kidding, lady? Like, you obviously did this. I was like, yeah, I've never even used one of those fucking red cups while I was living there. So long story short, I didn't win the court case and she didn't either. She, like, wrote our lease on a piece of paper with, like, a crayon. So they were like, this is not a real fucking contract. But I guess because I didn't let her know 30 days in advance that we were moving out, that I lost, which was whatever. So for going on TV, look, remember, I sued her for $400 and spent $30 to sue her. For going on TV, me and my wife each got $120 a day to eat while we were there. And we were there for like 3 days. So that equals, you know, $700 right there. Then they paid me a $750 appearance fee to be on TV. Then they gave my wife a $400 appearance fee to be on TV. So we got like $1,800 to be on TV, and I only sued her for $400. So after the court case, they come and film you in the hallway to interview to see like how you feel. Like, look, are you sad that you lost? And because I know how much I'm getting paid, like, they want you to be sad. Like, yeah, I can't believe I lost. But they come and film you to, like, that's how they wrap up the episode, to see your final thoughts. And they're like, yeah, so you lost the case. How do you feel? And I'm like, yeah, you know, everything's very fair. Everything's good. You know, everything, this stuff happens, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm overly fucking happy. So people on TV are probably like, this guy just lost his court case. Why the fuck is he so happy? So I literally sued this lady for $400 and got $1,800. Got a free trip to LA. And then I swear to God, this is a true story. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds too good to be true, but my daughter was born January 21st of 2016. And literally, my daughter's born January 21st. There's a blizzard going on here in Kentucky. And, like, she's born. So I'm like, oh, shit, she's born. So I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital. I'm going to go home and get some clothes. And I can't remember what else. But I knew I needed to go home and get some shit after she was born. So she was born in, like, the morning. And I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to go home and get some stuff. I literally go home and check the mail. And I don't know when it got there, right? It could have been the day before or something. But literally the day my daughter was born, I literally go home and check the mail. And those checks from Hollywood are in the fucking mail the day my daughter was born. So she was literally born, and then I got a check for like $1,200 or $1,100 or something. It was fucking crazy, right? Yeah, it was so crazy. So it's like I sued her for $400, lost the case, but made $1,800. It was crazy. The show is Hot Bench, and you know what we'll do is we'll react to it on stream one day. I have it in one of my emails, the whole episode. That's actually a really fun stream. So we'll probably do that in the next week or two. We'll react to, as soon as I can find it, we'll react to me being on court, and then I'll break down the whole court case. It was fucking crazy. Oh, and the crazy thing is, they asked us before court. They were like, hey, do you have any witnesses to your case? And I'm like, no, it's just me and my wife who live there. They're like, all right, well, if you have any witnesses, let us know, and we'll fly them out too and pay them, and then give them some, you know, they'll make some money too, basically. I'm like, okay, well, that's cool, but I don't have any witnesses. Literally, when we get in the court case, like, we walk in, and I'm like, okay, there's a lady. Okay, there's her boyfriend, which I don't know why he's here. He wasn't a witness, but fuck it, he's here. And then there's her son there, who I've never seen a day in my fucking life. And then when the court case starts, they're like, all right, what's your name? She, like, says her name, their boyfriend's name. And they're like, who's this? She's like, my boyfriend, he's a witness. I'm like, whatever. And they're like, who's that? And she's like, that's my son, he's a witness too. I'm like, I've never fucking seen that kid before. Who the fuck is that? Like, that's not a fucking witness. You're just making shit up, bro. Like, this kid got a free trip to LA just because you said he was a witness. But yeah, he was not a witness. I don't know who the fuck he was. So then we were thinking like, damn, we should have said we had some witnesses too. So we could have invited all these people out and had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I could have brought anybody and just made shit up. Like, dude, this guy, he's seen you call me a bunch of slurs. All right. Like, it was so crazy. The show's called Hot Bench. It's a show made by Judge Judy. But instead of one judge, there's 3 judges. And that's what's so crazy. You have like 3 judges talking to you at the same time. There's like one nice judge, one cool judge, and then one mean judge. So every time they would ask me questions, like I was so nonchalant because I truly, like, you know the term not giving a fuck? I truly did not care at all because I knew I was getting paid to be there. And that's all I wanted was my money back. So, you know, this experience is cool. It is what it's whatever. But I just did not give a fuck at all. 0%. So I'm so nonchalant. And they're like trying to get like reactions out of you. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, that is what happened. You know, very respectful, saying yes, sir, yes, ma'am, whatever. I'm just like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. And then there's this one judge. It's this black lady. There's like an Italian white lady, a white guy, and then this black lady. And every time I would answer anything to the black lady, she would like yell at me, like to try to get a reaction out of me. And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, that didn't happen. Like they're trying to build it up for TV, but it just like, I just didn't care. You know what I mean? In my mind, I'm like, dang, I'm really getting paid this much. We're like in a 5-star hotel at nights, watching movies and ordering good ass food because you get like, who the hell can spend $120 a day to eat? It's just not happening. So we would spend like order pizza and then pocket the rest of the money, and it's just so funny. But it really opened my eyes up. Like, yeah, I know court TV shows are probably fake, but I could not believe how fake they were. The lady was just trying to get me to lie nonstop. It's just so fun. Or not the lady, the producers. They're like, look, go in there and say at night you can't even sleep because he's abusing her. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna say this guy's abusing this lady on TV. What the fuck are you talking about? They're like, yeah, but just say you can't sleep because they're just screaming all night, and that's why you had to leave early because this was happening. I was like, yeah, but that didn't happen. It was so funny, bro. I don't even know if the show's still on TV. I know it was on for a long time. And you know what's crazy? That happened in November of 2015. And then my daughter was born in January of 2016. And then I think in like February, or sometime after my daughter was born, one day I was cleaning up the house, like mopping or sweeping. And I just had the TV on in the front room on like a Fox or ABC, you know what I mean? Like daytime TV was just on, like the news or something. Like I'm not even listening to it. And then I'm like walking by the TV, or I'm just mopping, and I'm like, did they just say I have a weird last name. My last name is Erzinger. You know what I mean? That's a last name you've never heard anybody in the world have. I've literally never met another person in this world with my last name. So I'm walking by, or I'm cleaning, and I'm like, did they just say fucking Erzinger on TV? What the fuck is going on? Like I thought it was the news. And then I like walk back in the front room, and it's literally a commercial for my episode of Hot Bench, and it's about to come on. They're like, Erzinger versus, I can't even remember the lady's fucking name. It was Karen or Kelly or something like that. I can't remember her name at all though, like her last name. But it was like Erzinger versus blah blah blah, coming on in 10 minutes or something. I was like, no fucking way. Like, I don't know why it didn't register in my head that being on TV means you're gonna be on TV. You know what I mean? Like I just thought, like this will be on not YouTube, but you just don't think about it. You're like, yeah, they're filming this, but like, is it even? Maybe all the episodes didn't even go on TV. Maybe that's why they wanted me to lie, because only the exciting episodes go on TV. So I just never thought anything about it. But then it was, yeah, I didn't have to sign an NDA, or maybe I did, stress, but they said like 1 year, like you can't, I don't know if it was an NDA. Oh no, this is what they said. There was no NDA, but they said that you can't appear on any other court television shows for 1 year. And I'm like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? Like just going on court TV? And then the producer was like, hey, if you know anybody else who wants to be on court TV, let us know. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? So yeah, I'm gonna find that episode. It's in one of my emails. Like I screen recorded it, you know, Roku TV or whatever, not Roku, but Pluto TV, that free TV shit. On Pluto TV, they have like a Hot Bench channel. So I just turned that on every single day randomly. And then I found the episode, so I recorded it on my phone. I have the episode somewhere. I remember the episode name too, because I like Googled it to try to find it. The episode was called Basement Bust because the court was about basement. Yeah, so the episode was Basement Bust. So on Pluto TV, the episode comes on randomly sometimes. So I'll find the episode and then we'll watch it together, man. That's a good ass stream. Reacting, I gotta figure out what to call the stream though, like reacting to myself on TV or something like that. It'll be fun. But guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Message me on Instagram if you made a donation tonight. If you like making stuff on Photoshop, message me. I need somebody to make me a flyer for a Mario Kart World Tournament that we're gonna have. It's fun racing with you guys. Sorry, I can't burp for some reason. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I'm having a lot of fun streaming. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace.